You never see it come back. You said that my mind is too fast for a ride.
Okay. Here's one. I have a personal fridge. We do. Major resides territories will get back to West Point Island to the end. Tachyon particles. The general term for particles move faster than the speed of light. Of course, it said that faster than light travel was impossible. This is the ratio between how light moves and said object energy. I don't want physics right now. That is needed in order for it to move, but the required velocity of energy is required. That's 10%. Obvious tendency energy to move at a velocity of 10. Doesn't then follow that it would take 20 to use energy to move at a velocity of 20. Energy required is actually equal to the velocity squared. In this case, the object's velocity would be approximately 14. Turns out that object's velocity increases tenfold when you apply 100 units of energy, that increases 100-fold when you apply 10,000 units of energy. Speed of the object will continue to increase in the same fashion as more energy was applied, until finally its velocity is the speed of light. When that does, everyone will claim the effect on travel was impossible. That's because the energy required is also dependent on the object's mass. Now, what's required to move a heavy object greater than this is for the other one, several knows from experience. And she goes without saying that it takes double the amount of force to move the object that's double the weight. It doesn't change the fact that the object's velocity will increase so long and energy needs to be applied to it. According to the theory of relativity, the mass of an object changes depending on its velocity. The closer it is to light speed, the more its mass increases, and the moment it reaches light speed, its mass becomes infinitely large. To an object with infinite mass, you need an infinite amount of energy as well. And it's for this reason that people conclude that fast light travel is possible. Herein lies the trick. The object increases in mass as they move and draw from external observation. How would you go measuring the mass of a moving object, though? There's no way to place a moving object on a set of scales. The observation, you estimate the mass of an object based on its acceleration caused and determined by the fact that X amount of energy being applied to it. Lost? Of course you are. That's because this is clearly circular reasoning. It's also it's AP Physics. I didn't take AP Physics. It wasn't good physics in the first place. But whether or not the application of enough energy might cause the object to reach light speed to value said object's mass and change in velocity is pointless. All you foreigners have the opposite acceleration is harder than close to the object's light speed. That theory of relativity explains the phenomenon as an increase in mass is really means conforming it to our present understanding of physics. Proposition that reaching light speed is impossible due to the problem of infinite mass is by no means a matter of certitude. But as long as the object's acceleration is made harder by the velocity at which it's traveling, it's inevitable that the energy driving it is going to disappear. So does energy disappear too? Yeah, it's just simple. It disappears in the fourth dimension. At this point, it might be mad at me for going away, but that's not what I'm doing. I assure you, I'm dead serious. The first dimension is linear. Second is a flat point. The third is space. With the addition of a fourth axis, that of time, you then have a four-dimensional space-time. Here, the appears stationary in two-dimensional space and continues to move with the fourth dimension. Passive time in layman's terms. Now, this is not in which the passive time is still so close, obviously. What? Oh, sorry. I'm going to explain it further, right? It's called the Hiroshima effect. We're going to get the same phenomenon through a four-dimensional lens. You might also describe it as a tornado moving along the time axis. There's energy necessary to make an object accelerate, energy also needs to make an object accelerate. That's right, the energy which appears to disappear is in fact expended in the fourth dimension, so the object's movement. How do you solve this? So you must consider what happens if you apply energy to the object. Yeah, I gotta go. I got this thing I need to do. That's not this. Unfortunately, it won't reach light speed no matter how much energy you apply to it. You would need an infinite amount of energy to reduce the speed along the time axis to zero. But there's limit to how much energy is devoted to acceleration in two-dimensional space can be converted into energy from the movement along the time axis. That's the limit, though. How much energy you can apply to the object movement through time. It's where tachyons finally come in. No object move positively along the time axis, even light, which has a value of 0, doesn't necessarily cross over to negative values. Tachyon particles ever create momentum to the speed of light and are thought to proceed negatively along the time axis. It then becomes possible to use the energy obtained from tachyons to reverse an object moving along the time axis, named faster than light travel. Oops, that's circular reasoning. Which goes to the possibility of faster than light travel, taking faster than light particles tachyons into the equation exists of radical contradiction. Then the question of whether or not Tachyon exists holds no water in such an either. AMs where Tachyons come from, yet are falling into the for some reason one way or another. Or would the better term in this case be if it regress? Perhaps with circular with sucking for progress is the universe itself. In higher dimensions, you might see that the axis of time distorts and interconnects, not from beginning or end. Okay, so what's the understand so far? Tachyon light speed and become negative. Time passes is not at normal speed and remains positive. So try light speed when you go back in time. But then you say that it starts interacts at the beginning and end, so we used to end it reverse at the beginning. Meaning that the world will go loop. So if we reach a time in a year in the future where we invent cars that fly, and then at the end of that timeline, we go back to not having those again. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm getting from what you're saying. And that's bull. There is no way. There is no way that's possible. If the world constantly repeats, wouldn't we have documentation of the same thing repeating more than once? I think he would. You had to had a great cataclysm, then it wouldn't matter what happened before. But the great cataclysm is the thing. Hasn't happened yet. In Tachyons, which would appear to move negatively on the time axis, might be moving forward in time from their perspective. In that case, all you could do is see the dimension is go the flow of time, resist to make things out. All this is really enough. After all, there are only two paths out of the present, the future, or the past. That's what we'll pick, choices in our hands. You can decide, you want the future. Oh, there's no time, there's no time. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, what's up, Renee? Oh, morning, Setsuna. We're about to see what's causing the rock because I found an ADI down in front of the house kitchen.
ごめんね、ちょっと寝坊しちゃって。急いでおじいちゃんのお弁当作らないと。
So let's go. How to make cramps?
パン切れてたんだっけ？何かすぐ作れそうなものは。
Okay, I read. What else can I look up? Okay, I'll give you a hat.
どこの馬の骨とも知れんやつが作ったものを食べられるか。
Maybe there's something anything that I can look up. Well, I think I know
い
where.
いね、今日はもういい。一食くらい抜いてもどうということはない。
You have no idea how bad it is to sleep a meal. Especially at your age. You're alright today. See one was not gonna do any harm.
ダメだよ。おじいちゃんももう年なんだから、ちゃんと栄養取らないと。
No, wait, you should get used to your age, Gramps. Oh, wait, never mind. You walked down the career man today, didn't you?
捨てるわけにはいかんからな。だがあんな甘ったるいものをわしはカレーとは認め。
Well, curries are meant to be sweet. So they kind of spicy or mild. Sweet curry is like sweet chili. It's a thing. It just doesn't taste right. It's a little bit trash, but it's still quite sweet. Hard if it's for curry.
まだ切なカレー残ってる。これでいっか。
This is curry left. This is it, right?
はい、お弁当。
Here, you packed lunch. The runner runs away, sets the curry for the lunchbox with dust upon him.
まったく、この男が来てからというもの毎日忙しくてかなわんわ。
Who's to use was a Hester Scudder? I didn't have Scudder since I showed up. I'm really sorry.
刹那は謝らなくていいよ。悪いのは寝坊しちゃった私だよ。
You're in the process, so I was sleeping in late.
しらじらしいことを毎晩二人でこそこそと出かけとるくせに。
Say wise, no too much thinking out every night.
ほら、早く行かないと遅刻しちゃうよ。いってらっしゃい。今日も頑張ってね。
Really time, you need to hurry. Go do your best, okay? Okay, okay? Good grief. They're all walking the feet heads to the door.
いいかお前、孫を危険な目に遭わせてみる。カレーの具にしてやるからな。
If you did, I'd be delicious. Yeah, that'd be delicious. Do stuff that you forgot on it, I'm going to make curry out of you. With that, he leaves. What's great is that it didn't sound like he was joking.
大丈夫だよ。いくらおじいちゃんでもそんなことしないよ。
I wonder how much of a fighter he is.
多分ね。
I think. I know I'll be fine as long as I don't put her in danger. Anyway, our nightly outings were totally obvious, it seems.
おかしいの。いつも酔いつぶれてるのに。
As a result, completely sloshed. Well, parents are vigilant with the children in respect. They hadn't found out that we were sleeping in bed yet, right? Hey, Renee, you can't be the run of it, can you? Know what you're trying to do?
でも、
But, look, you need a massive battery, right? Here's the power plant. If you can't get to help you, you can fix it easy. Without saying, everyone's here with their hands if she needs the proper explanation. Renee looks at me consolingly.
どうせ信じてくれないよ。誰も。
No one believe me anyway. That's not usually the first thing for Renee to say. I believe you.
それは、刹那が変なんだよ。
Just because you're weird, Setsuna. Weird? Me?
変だよ。すっごく。
Yeah, super weird. But we know it was overrated. Well, sure, I might not have been believed you. I not believed you.
ね。だから完成するまでは、私と刹那だけの秘密ね。
So let's get to our page, okay? Got it. I will see it. Seems lifeline. We need to in this world. If we're not careful, what will we tell by trying to get in our way or use that information for various purposes? Looks like we don't want to worry about this kind of stuff.
みんなをびっくりさせたいしね。
Want to be a surprise to everyone. I say someone who only sees the best in others.
ごめんね。お弁当持たせてあげられなくて。
So I can make a package lunch for you. Don't sweat it. By the way, you're not running out of food because you with me, are you?
大丈夫。西地区の配給は明日だから。
Hey, who's Rash Day tomorrow? Oh, but long way to Rash Day has finally come. Oh boy. You know that. I was over the moon about it. Well, I thought you would have said this life probably for one.
明日は久しぶりにお菓子が食べられるかもね。
Who's have candy tomorrow? Oh, you need candy too?
たまに飴とかチョコとかもらえるんだよ。早く明日にならないかな。
Say candy or chocolate. I wish tomorrow would come sooner. Definitely still keeping it out of candy.
私、甘いもの大好き。
Yeah, I love sweet things. Oh, but she's deny it.
私、子供じゃないもん。
Wait, what? I'm not a kid. They don't need candy. Why just want to stop with some bread?
それとこれとは別。女の人は大人になっても甘いもの大好きなんだもん。
Yep, that's definitely true. Those are that's how I know that. If you don't know that, you're behind everybody else. Well, let's see at that for now.
本当だの。
But it's true. I know it all too well. Can't wait. Just doesn't do about Save's ice. The fact that I can't remember her smile means you never got to use the end back then. Hope you're getting your handy. Give her behind head a good old rub as I always made me contentedly. Only we've been able to have that shit outside a hitch. Only been able to live out a peaceful life after that. Might even had a kid like you.
よくわからないけど、すっごく失礼なこと考えてる？
I'm not gonna get it, but you're probably thinking of anything new right now. You're not, are you? Oh, sorry. Very kind kid of mine would be all kinds of twisted.
じゃなくて、子供扱いしてるとこ。
That's not what I mean. She's not a kid again. That doesn't matter. It's just a joke.
冗談だったら何でも許されると思ったら大間違いだよ。
You don't think I'm a kid just because you were joking. I messed up. No, how else that? You can buy condoms, don't you, right?
雑貨屋さんにたまに入荷してるよ。
Yeah. So I sure says it's yeah, I'm accepting tasting for you tonight as an apology.
本当？
Really? Yeah, you betcha. Problems with getting the ingredients. My money was gone ever since you stashed out of my hands, so my credit balance is zero. Of course, I could pay her to do work like usual, but
じゃあ、約束？
that's a promise. Very sexual little finger out at me. Promise?
刹 しとかなきゃ。
They're pretty famous, so I just want to piggy promise. I still own the finger just as it started. That's what something went flash in my mind. See you had be after that. What did that promise from back that still stands even now? What has expired? I already thought I promised her, but suddenly I feel like I've come a long, long way.
指切りげな嘘ついたら針千本のます。
Pinky sir, that's like me if I die, I dare. God, that sounds rhyme. First time I've heard it.
指切った。
Promise made. I'm sure there's actually a second part to that rhyme. But because the end doesn't pinky swear at end. You punish for breaking the promise, but if you die, you're free. The promise to be together, even death might have been vowed to begin with. Although.
早く帰ってきてね、せつな。
No, still Setsuna. Still living my life, aren't I? I feel the promise still, in fact. Right, I'll make sure to wrap things up quickly as they head straight back. Stood up with a smile for Renee I've been climbing the stairs. I recall my feet feeling leaden as I worked the other day. It's not just work that waits me today, though. Serious for all to which the church holds the key and sorrows when we beat the other day. I made a promise. That promise isn't to weight on my shoulders. It's a force which propels me forward. So I do is keep moving. I noticed a boy in the church, but Sarah was nowhere to be found. I asked one of the women passing by, it seems like she shut herself in the room with no intention of coming out. Gotta blame her, I guess. Nigga wanted into the women's quarters, and I'm not gonna care if he's just auto right here. I asked the guard if I could help him with some security work for the church instead. Security may have been terrorists are fighting in service, however. The work too involves making regular patrols of the church's perimeter, and even that's not much of a job. Promise is stable residents so you get from regular citizens who become people. What is also usually carries weapon as far as deterrence, but I'm not allowed to do since I'm not an official guard. I know something like that, I would just slow me down anyway. It's better that I'm unarmed. Wish I was able to glean any more information about this bit of team I was in Connor and told me, but I wanted to head over from the church call with the Avalon in the past. The guys went to have been working for the church since those days. Sorry to tell you, made me want to pull my ears. Wasn't really a picture when he told me how it bodies. But anybody was just some of the good things, since so many people just went missing and already found. It makes so nice being able to cling to hope that there's still alive somewhere, but that couldn't be physical in truth. Hope would be surprisingly fragile. Leaves up food and you lose to stand. You can only be able to open your eyes after a week. So I'm sure hope vanishes before you know it, it's gone. Doesn't mean there's no getting back on your feet. Hope returns, goes back. For that you need time. And I'm about months of it at that. Usually people at the island are waiting for that time to come. I'm sure Sarah is no exception. I'm so bored and so hungry. I have too much time in hands now that I finished making my rounds and ride back from church. So efforts to gather in town Sarah and the church I wasn't busy and the gods disappeared due to some urgent business. Huh? So I go on and pass high school bags. Right, I'll afford a bit while continuing to help. Let me do my inquiries. You seem to be having some trouble. Where are you taking all this? Wait, she's...
せつなさん。
Yeah, it's Ringleader herself.
すみません、せつなさん。この度は多大なご迷惑を。
Where's the process? So I'm causing you great distress. Oh, it's okay. You were talking about yesterday. That didn't bother me. Didn't
す
bother
み
me.
ません、すみません、すみません。
Sorry. Her head bows up and down at high speed. I'm trying around us. Okay, well, if we're going to have guys, I think we should move into someplace else.
今朝はすっかり寝坊してしまいまして。
Who was it this morning? Okay. You overslept?
お恥ずかしい限りです。
I'm so terribly embarrassed. So the reason you didn't come out of your room this morning is because
爆睡しちゃってました。
I was fast asleep. No one was yesterday in the lift.
それは
That was Shaw's eyes that are on the gaze that also on side.
反省はしていませんか？
I'm feeling too remorseful about that. What the hell?
責められるあれもないかと。
Hey, how's busy after all? The hell, yes you do. You made the moves on me.
勝手に身の上話を始めてそういう雰囲気を作ったのはせつなさんじゃないですか。
That was not me. That was the drug. You forget that was in the drink. That's all was water. That wasn't water. Yeah, I take it back. Never mind. I'm sorry, kind of story words. Get me in the mood. I guess it might have been my fault, you know. Said stuff that I could have been misunderstood.
誤解なんてしていませんし、刹那さんにも落ち度はありませんよ。
Where's my understanding? You said so. I didn't get a weird story. I did get a weird story.
晴天の教義にも反していませんし。
Can I get a copy of these scriptures to read for reference? It's not like it's finished. This is either. I just saw that tasty book in the trash already. Ugh, I think that's it for my blood sugar.
もしかして、お腹空かれてるんですか？
The hungry by any chance? Sort of.
それは良かったです。私もちょうどこれからお昼ですので、ご一緒しませんか？
Hey, it's myself lunch stuff. Can you join me? So I'll open up one of her bags, show me what's inside. It's packed full of sandwiches. It's corn.
それでは、どうぞお好きなだけ。
They're corn sandwiches. Yes! Just corn. Just corn. Corn sandwich would be interesting to taste. But, that's a different discussion for another time. Wait, all these packed with sandwiches?
少し作りすぎてしまったので、担当お召し上がりください。
Please have yourself. A few? Well, I might as well be thankful for this small thing. Huh? The 50% more corn in the sandwich than usual. Did you make these for them?
はい。どうやら私の現状認識が甘かったようですので、今日は作れるだけ作ってみました。
Yes, I see that I can't even understand for fair. All I can do is make sandwiches, so I make sandwiches. I see, so that's the response.
もちろん、そういう問題じゃないのは分かっています。
What other kind of problem I see?
ですが、できることをしないというわけにもいきませんから、
Maybe I should do what I can. You should just have to be a hypocrite, huh?
今日も手伝っていただけますか？あの子たちに配るのは。
It is what? She did the food to the children, that is? Yeah, of course. Makes you wonder how long it took her to make all these sandwiches. Oh, that's why she's up. She said, "How where is she?" Oh, there's one thing I wanted to straighten down first.
はい、何でしょう？
Yes, what is it? Just put whatever I can put before my spot. It's just had checking out and changing the subject. Yeah, see those are in FaceTime, but I don't know, just actually a couple. Wait, that's checking out too. You're also the world we live in, there's no thing I'm willing to concede. I made a promise, I can't be medically involved with you. Maybe I sure wish I could change. It still is true. That doesn't mean I want to forget the past. So I'm sorry, I can't support you.
心外ですね。私が刹那さんにすがっていると。
Did I? Really? Oh, the President's Emmanuel as paying attention to this one? Think it's the right idea?
支えが必要なのは刹那さんじゃないですか。
That is about right. I told you,
その約束の相手をなくされたんですよね。
You promised to pass away, correct? Hey,
死者は人を支えてはくれません。屍は荷物にしかなりません。
this one sells real quickly. Dead can't support us. Nothing but a burden.
荷物を捨てろとは言いません。過去を忘れろとは言いません。
This is described that burden. I tell you to forget the past.
分かっています。捨てようとして捨てられるものではないことは、忘れようとして忘れられるものではないことは。
I know you try to track how it is discarded and try to forget how it's forgotten.
ですが、だからこそ、前に進むためには、誰かの支えが必要なんです。
That's exactly what I need someone's support so you can keep moving forward. And who should just relying on? Who is it that Neil can keep moving forward? Of course. That goes without saying. Thanks for your consideration. No, I'm alright.
とてもそうは思えません。
I don't think it's the case at all. It would matter if you go any further.
そうは思いません。
I don't think so. Look, I'm pushing my head in this transformation. Why is she so passionate? It's simple, right? I have someone I love. That's all there is to it.
私だって好きな人はいます。それが刹那さんです。
So the harem or harem, harem. Harem is a club clause. Harem is harem. I can't read harem. This is that. You know the harem I was talking about? Yeah, this is what it is. This is one of those things you hear in a harem. Sometimes it depends on which anime you're watching / reading about. I can give you good ones if you're interested. Or just Google like a normal person. That's what I was doing. You're wrong. I'll pass the subject across.
いいえ、違いません。
I'm not wrong. She looks straight at me. Her gaze unwavering.
せつなさんは私の恋人です。
She's not her lover. She's saying.
私たちはかつて将来を約束し合いました。
Okay. I have several questions. First and foremost, how long ago are we talking? And second, how do you live that long? What are you talking about?
ここに住む人たちを救おうと誓い合いました。
Huh? You sure you live here. Did you do that?
毎晩大きな大きな夢を語り合いました。
Tell her every night. Who was that with?
ですがせつなさんは約束も果たさず死んでしまいました。
He died up from his promise. Died?
せつなさん、
So I called his name without the slightest bit of hesitation.
あなたは何者ですか？
Who are you? Who am I? What keeps you going? What am I living for? More than that. So, who are you? That is me. That's not me and her memories. So who?
私はあなたを殺した人間です。
I'm the one who killed you. Who is she?
もう一度問います。せつなさん、あなたは何者ですか？
As us more, Setsu-san. Who are you? I swore I'd never repeat the same mistake I made that day. Just think about it. Saw two flames behind her words. What's she seeking from me? What's she seeking from Setsuna? Think about it. Answer her. Don't take it out. Choose the answer I wasn't able to do that day. That's right. I'm not your Setsuna. I haven't formed that identity of my own yet. But I'm not going to be afraid of that anymore. I took advantage of Renee's kindness and borrowed her big brother's name so I can live in this world. Don't call my name. But this bond is someone dear to you. Setsuna Oha. Renee's big brother and son was a mental partner. One side I killed with their own hands. Is that called a crime of passion if you kill your lover? Crime of passion, right? I'm just probably put my shirt back on. It's getting colder. Must have been tough being with me. Must have loathed me for assuming his name. He stood the back of my neck and I did the walk. It feels so strange to have it bound in so long. I'm returning this. I can't bear the fact that I've best never been cocktail memories for you. This means I don't always be able to receive action at a job. That's purpose. It means I don't have to show my face to her anymore. After today, the face does no vanish once and for all. Saw? Charlotte reached out to take the collar. Instead, she just down, practically putting her forehead to her knees.
すみませんでした。
I'm so sorry.
あなたのおっしゃる通りです。私はあなたにあの人の姿を重ね合わせて
You said I seen him say you.
脅迫じみた言葉でして、あなたにあの人を演じさせようと。
I wanted to be him. I tried to make you say that illusion. Well, I wasn't trying to blame you.
そんなことをしても犯した罪は消えないのに、この真っ黒に汚れた手はきれいにはならないのに。
I mean, this game was heavy a few times, but never on camera, so it's games can get pretty heavy at times. So if you're uncomfortable, feel free to skip the episode and move on to the next one. I'll come back as bright and chipper as I was at the end of the last episode, usually. Or 24 hours after the event, depends on when I get up and what I'm doing that day. Even though one blood's all been a crime, even though there's nothing to wash the blood from my tainted hands. I don't know what situation she was faced with, but if your hands are tainted, then what does that make mine? Save me, a man who lied to use your father's body and soul, and you took my life in the end. Want to die together? Just a straight drop down to hell from here. It'll be extremely simple. But there's no point doing that if it's easy. You won't be able to figure yourself if you did that, right? If you were born, that's true, then the crimes committed will go out now and you're fresh again and again from one to the next. Until the time comes when you're able to forgive yourself. Until the time comes when you're able to love yourself. All you can do is fulfill your promise. The promise you weren't able to do that day. Promise? When you made with Setsuna, save one on that island. Yes. It was your dream, right? Yours and Setsuna's. Yes. You made it happen until your last breath. I plan to do the same. There's a car on that and turn away. But this eternal relief, I'm already used to that. No matter what treacherous by path, I'll keep on walking. So long as the path lies ahead, even if it's just a tightrope.
せめて最後に教えてください。
You say one thing before you go.
本当のお名前を。
Tell me your real name. So it finally comes. I scratch my head, turning around to find Sarah standing there, the razor eyes still glistening with tears. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember. I've always gone by Setsuna. Always? Saw her a few times as the fan tears away. In that case, she possessed the card with both hands.
もう少しだけ。せつなさんでいてくださいませんか。
We still talk for you a little longer?